bit of a random one, but I'm wondering if anybody has seen the new F1 movie, and after seeing it, like, what are the impacts of it in terms of like, do you have an interest in Formula One all of a sudden? Because for me, I saw the movie a couple weeks ago, and just I think it was on Saturday. I just happened to see that the British Grand Prix was on, and it was towards the end. It was like the last 10 laps, and the British Grand Prix is like the only F1 race that I know about. And the only reason I know about that is because I'm half British. I'm an American citizen and a British citizen, and that's the only reason I know what the British Grand Prix is, because of my English connections there, I guess. And of all like the cameos in the F1 movie, there's all these like F1 people and other like car people in there. I didn't know who a lot of these people were, but only two F1 drivers I know are Lewis Hamilton and Lando Norris, the two British ones. Surprise, surprise. And so I was like, oh look, like they're there. Lando Norris actually ended up winning the race, which was a nice like hometown thing. In the movie, there's like I said, there's all these cameos in there. I've heard other names before, but like I couldn't like pick them in a lineup. Like as Kiki Palmer said, like sorry to that man. You'd be walking down the street, I wouldn't know a thing. So I had like the two British people I know. They were both in the race. Like I said, Lando Norris won, and Lewis Hamilton I think finished fourth. But it was kind of good because it was like, oh, there's a little bit of like a little drama moment, because Lando Norris, his teammate, I don't know his name, I think he's from Australia. He was like in the lead, and then earlier in the race I found out he had like a 10-second penalty and ended up losing the race by 6 seconds. But he had asked the team, I forget where they drive. I think maybe they're with Mercedes or something like that. McLaren, I think sounds familiar. He had asked the team like, oh, can I go into first position, like, or like, can we switch back, whatever, because I don't think the penalty was fair. And I think the team said no and whatever, and the guy was like upset about like the penalty and the whole thing. And I was thinking about how in the movie Damson Idris is behind Brad Pitt, and he tells the team, oh, let me get back into first place, and Brad Pitt doesn't like let him go through, and they have a little fight thing. So I like learned about the kind of like the teamwork of the F1 situation, and I was like, oh, this is like, obviously I don't know everything about F1. It's like a little bit of a tenth of what's happening from seeing the movie, but I was like, oh, it's a little bit of like a little tension, little dramas. It was like kind of interesting. So yeah, I'm just wondering, is anybody who's seen the F1 movie, do you now have interest in Formula One? I don't think I'm gonna go past watching that, like those 10 laps. Say if I happen to like, I don't know the names of the other ones, so if I happen to like turn on something, the TV or whatever it is, and I see something happening, maybe. But like I said, I don't know the names. I don't know when they're continuing to happen. I feel like it was good that they had a race. They probably planned the movie to come around a time when a race is going to be happening soon, because Damson Idris was there and he was like waving the checkered flag, I think, at the end and stuff like that too. But yeah, so if you've seen F1, are you going to start watching Formula One now? What are you thinking? Or were you a fan already of F1 and you're like, it's just going to continue your fandom? I don't know. What are your thoughts?